So I was in my office one day and I got a call. Ross Perot got on the line and said, I've been following you and you're a veteran. I appreciate all you've done for veterans. I'd like to offer you the vice presidency if I get the nomination. Would you take it? There was this long pregnant pause for a while. He said, Tom, this is Cappy. Somehow Lloyd Benson found out about it and he told the entire caucus, and I had to live with that story for several days, that I was prepared to accept Ross Perot's vice presidential nomination. I will never forgive Cappy for doing that.
One of the things that he has done that is so impressive is work as a co-founder, co-creator, and executive producer of the Kennedy Center Mark Twain Prize for American Humor.
We were talking about the Kennedy Center one day, and he said, I could contribute something there if we could make that work. And so I called President Clinton. I said, I've got the ideal person for the board for you. His name was Cappy McGarr. President Clinton immediately agreed, invited him to become a Kennedy Center board member. Then the remarkable thing is that President Obama went on and did exactly the same thing, making Cappy one of the very few people in the country to serve and be appointed by two presidents.
And they have honored incredible legendary comics. People like Eddie Murphy, Tina Fey, Carol Burnett, Will Ferrell, the list goes on and on.
I think born out of the success of the Mark Twain Prize, that we really needed another one and name it after Gershwin, one of the great American composers. Who's actually contributed to the music that has gone into our hearts and into our soul?
They have honored musicians such as Stevie Wonder, Carole King, and Paul McCartney. And there is Cappy hosting these luminaries at the White House.
He gave me the honor of writing the foreword for his memoir. And the memoir is modestly titled, The Man Who Made Mark Twain Famous. I was not given fact-checking privileges, so I can't speak to the truth of the title or to all of the content.
I love his stories. He has chapters dedicated to each one of the experiences he had with the people of humor, and the Mark Twain Prize itself. It's just a wonderful book, and I highly recommended it to people.
Cappy McGarr really personifies the words, what starts here changes the world. Because he started at UT, he earned 3 degrees, a Bachelor of Journalism, a Bachelor of Arts, and an MBA. He served as Vice President of Student Government. He was chair of the Student Union Board. He also was abbot of the Friar Society, president of his fraternity. He was even the student representative to the Texas Exes.
There is no question, Cappy McGarr is a UT fan inside and out. He is alumni that is very proud that he graduated from UT. He and Janie both have made that very clear to us for 40 years.
And what he did is excel in work such as serving on the executive committee of the Development Board, then chairing the Development Board, serving on the executive committee of the Commission on 125, and chairing the committee on the undergraduate experience. He also was a co-founder of the UT program for sports and media.
Cappy and I have served on the LBJ Foundation for many years. He is really one of the most dedicated members of the foundation board. And of course, given the close association between the foundation and UT, that relationship and that partnership couldn't be more important.
I know the fact that he was an aide to LBJ. He never lets me forget, and we've continued against all odds, a Texan and a New Englander, to be friends for many, many decades now. And I know Cappy best from his relationship of serving on the board of the Better Angels Society, which is a group that I created and continues to serve on that board for years and years and years.
When I think of Cappy and Janie, I think of something Churchill once remarked. He said that his most brilliant achievement was his ability to persuade his wife to marry him. Without question, that is Cappy's most brilliant achievement too. I don't know that there's anybody I have met over my many years better match that contribute to each other's success and each other's strengths than Cappy and Janie. They're very, very close to their children and their grandchildren.
Family's everything. He would do anything for his wife, anything for his daughters. He's now enlarged his family with sons-in-laws and grandchildren, and he is doting and wonderful, and that speaks volumes about the man and who he is. I count that friendship as one of the best in my life.
I've always believed that life has no blessing like that of a good friend. And I've never had a more loyal, more dedicated, more generous friend than Cappy McGarr. And for that, it's been a life blessing that I treasure every day.
Cappy, congratulations on being named a University of Texas Distinguished Alumnus. Some of the most memorable performances of my career have been on stage at the Kennedy Center and in the White House in shows you've produced. Beyond all that, I'm proud to call you a friend. And as your friend, I have one thing to say: gig 'em.